SMT Nation, we back. We've got news coming out of the Verizon network. Actually, also their MVNOs too. Their partners, I suppose, Charter and Comcast, and they're going to be pledging to synchronize their 5G networks. Now, specifically, this partnership is kind of technological, a little bit technical. So bear with me as I go through some of the details and what it means to you as a consumer, and what it means to the network and your experience with these companies. All right, so mobile provider Verizon and cable company Charter Communications have told the FCC that they plan to synchronize the operation of their respective 5G networks to avoid interference. The biggest thing that's a problem when it comes to RF and engineering with wireless networks is when you get interference and noisy signals across different carriers. For example, we're seeing interference issues between T-Mobile and Dish in the 600 megahertz frequency. We saw, trouble with other carriers in the past with different blocks of spectrum and, needing guard band and all these things. This is a pretty big deal. So what they've gone ahead and done is they filed with the commission that they're going to be synchronizing time division duplexing systems to improve quality and reliability of their existing and promised 5G services. Within the letter itself, it looks like they are voluntarily going to coordinate this and the effort to reduce the risk of harmful interference and accelerate the deployment of 5G service and cutting edge wireless technology across mid-band spectrum. C-band has a frequency of 3.7 gigahertz. CBRS has a spectrum of about 3.55 gigahertz. I think by doing this, it allows both carriers, both operators, to get the most out of both of their respective spectrum holdings. Keep in mind, Verizon also has CBRS. It is to the advantage of both companies to have this type of coordination. Within the filing, the companies also provided the technological minutia of their plans. They plan to use UTC as their common reference phase clock, and their frame will be 5 milliseconds long, consist of, in sequence, 1.714 millisecond of downlink transmission. I think the important part about this is pretty simple. These two companies have willingly come together in the effort to make both of their networks benefit from this joint venture. The default configuration that they're going to be using here is one that's actually built in the parameters through the Global System for Global Communications Association and Global Usage Pattern, so it allows it to be sort of like a standard. They didn't provide any other details or anything, but this synchronization between Verizon C-band and their CBRS and Charter's CBRS will probably make it a much more enjoyable network experience, less noisy, better quality signal, and they're going to get the most spectral efficiency out of it. So instead of being like restricted due to like noise and stuff like that and interference, maybe you get like 50 megabits per second, right? Well, maybe now Charter is able to eke out an additional like 25 or 50% better spectral efficiency. And then Verizon eke out an additional 25 or 50% efficiency on C-band, those types of things. All right, so this is definitely a big deal. Also keep in mind that not just like you see like here it's Charter and Verizon. I would expect that they're probably going to visit the same situation with Comcast. Let's keep in mind that Verizon, Charter, and Comcast have this MVNO partnership, right, with Verizon, and enhancing one another's networks makes a lot of sense. And if we look back at kind of like how things played out with LTE, Verizon was kind of like the first carrier to go in with LTE and then go large scale. And being that it was a global standard, it made a lot of sense, right? And here they are again, kind of taking the bull by the horns and doing it again. And this is going to be huge. I think this is going to help Charter. Comcast should get involved, obviously. They have some 600 megahertz as well as CBRS, and they're going to build a network out too. We should be hearing something very soon, at least from Charter. They said that they were going to be launching a like traditional 5G network through CBRS network at some point mid 2022. And here we are. It's October. So we're Q4. We're hoping to hear that soon, but this is going to be really, really good. I'm happy as personally as like a Verizon customer, and I'm not in um, I'm not in a Comcast market, but I am in a charter market. I would love to see how this kind of pans out, and how this actually improves network performance for both sets of customers, both like the charter customer, Spectrum Mobile, and as well as the Verizon customer. Any engineers out there, any commentary on this kind of decision? You guys like what you're seeing? And the network tech enthusiasts alike, I'm sure you've got some commentary. So go ahead and drop me a line. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard. Like, share, subscribe for more, and turn on the bell notification icon to never miss an upload. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.